Staff present. This is a response to a video or some comments contained in a video that Brother Sonnet had posted with myself, Brother Larry, and Brother Seville. Now, in that video, Brother Seville is saying some really crazy stuff, you know, that regular stuff, white man is the devil stuff, right? And Brother Seville is attempting to be theatrical because we're standing on 125th Street and he's pointing at the wall of the ancestors where you see all the victimization. And we know that victimization took place at the hands of whites. However, as I noted in that video, my ancestors were rendered into the hands of the whites by blacks. Ashantis, Igbos, Yorubas, what have you, right? On the west coast of Africa. No boatload of white people just came to Africa, went in the interior and took my people out of there. That just didn't happen, right? So now, when you talk this white man is the devil shit, I mean, I'm not trying to like poke holes in your balloons. I know you got these little balloons you running around with, floating in the air, talking about the white man is the devil and this nonsense. I'm gonna let you float your balloon, but don't try to explain it because it's not rational. And when you explain it, it's going to go back to where I take it. Back to cowardice. Back to a lack of heart. Back to fear of the white man. Now, if you are afraid of the white man scared you, white man boogeyman, white man the devil. If you are afraid to confront this enemy that you have, even though the positions have morphed a bit, so that now you see individuals who are essentially down with the system, who look just like you, right? I just need you to know that as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. And this ain't religion. This is just obvious. You were betrayed by black people, sold to white people who abused you. And now what do we see? We see people coming from the continent of Africa and they getting down with these white people. So as in the beginning, this is the end. We see the same individuals. So now I want you to really understand what Brother Larry is saying, right? See, Brother Larry's saying that, wait a minute, you think you part of those people, and you think that these other people are the devils. I'm telling you that these other people and those people conspired against your ass. Okay? That's what Brother Larry's saying. Brother Larry's saying, now wait a minute, how you gonna blame the criminal that drug you, but you're not gonna blame the criminal that hit you in the head? They both criminals. They both guilty of the crime. They both committed the violation. Both of them. Not just one of them. You say, well, but the white man was a vicious savage, raped our ancestors. Africans do that shit too. They did that shit. What do you think? They didn't rape our women when they hit them women in the head and drug their ass to sell them to the Europeans? Let's be real. When you look at the Congo today, what do you see? Rape is a weapon. You understand? This is nothing new. I don't know why you want to have this irrationality within your argument, built-in ignorance within your frame of reference. And then you want to be indignant when other individuals refuse to accept your ridiculous idiocy. No, Brother Larry rejects that wholeheartedly. The white man is not the devil. The white man is the white man. I have physically whipped white men's asses. Now, if the white man was the devil, do you think I would have been able to do that? No, he would have snapped his fingers and threw me back 50 feet. No, white man's not the devil. You dudes are just shook. Now, as an observation, some of you walk around with these real ferocious looking pit bulls, right? Look like they just bite light posts and shit. But the dogs are afraid of you. You hit them on the head with a newspaper. Ah, sit down. And the dog sit down. If I come around a dog try to bite my leg off. But you? No. Hey, sit down. Brothers, it's not good to hear, but the truth is the truth. Some of you behave just like pit bulls when the white man come around. You put your head down, you whimper, you complain, but you don't bite. Now, Brother Larry is saying that the reason for that is the psychology that has been forced upon you, transferred from generation to generation, that has your ass thinking the white man is the devil. That is cowardice. That is a hard condition. I sentence all of you who think that to a trip to see the wizard. You need some heart. And for those of you who try to rationalize this position that the white man is the devil, you go to the wizard too. You need a brain. And for the rest of you who realize, wait a minute, the white man is not the devil. Hold up. The black man is not really trying to fight the white man. We got to bridge that gap. I sentence you to the wizard too. You need some courage. See, courage, a brain, and some heart is the only thing you need to stand in opposition to the oppression that you face. Courage, a brain, and some heart. You need to go see the wizard, the little guy behind the curtain, so you can find out that the little guy behind the curtain is just a little guy behind the curtain. And what you really need is already inside of you. The brain is already inside of you. The heart is already inside of you. I don't know about the courage. Some of y'all ain't got none of that, but the courage is already inside of you, goddammit. All you have to do is put those three things together and start vibrating. Your heart start pulsating, and your mind get right, and you stop seeing the white man as the devil. You see the white man as the white man, and if the white man get in your way, you put your foot in his ass. Now, that's the mental conditioning that you have to have in order to present an effective opposition to the oppression that you face at the hands of foreigners, you know, Europeans. Now, when you look at the continent of Africa and you look at those colonial societies or the remnants of them, you have factions who they conduct their business like they're Europeans, and then you have others who are under the oppression of those individuals, right? The colonial representatives who oppress the people in African countries, do you think the people say the white man is the devil or they black asses is the devil? Curious. When you have individuals running off of the continent of Africa like rats leaving a sinking ship, and they're running from blacks, do you think they're singing the white man is the devil or the blacks are the devils? They run to Europe, by the way, and they ask white people for aid and assistance to protect them from the black ones they just ran from on the continent of Africa. This is a fact. This is an absolute undeniable fact. I posted a video on my channel called Run for Your Life from Africa to Europe. And you have a guy from Nigeria. He's being interviewed in the video, and he says he ain't never going back to Africa. He said, I had to run for my dear life. I had to run for my dear life. Everything was helter-skelter. That's what this brother says. Now, I just need you to understand that when you're dealing with reality, see, reality is not complicated. You just look and you see it. But if you look and you don't see reality, the hell is wrong with you? How are you looking at the same thing I'm looking at, but you seeing something totally different? What you're telling me is that your perspective has been skewered by the rhetoric that you are listening to. The white man is the devil, so you stop thinking. You just accept it. Don't accept. Think it through. Wait a minute. The killing fields in Cambodia, that was Pol Pot. He wasn't a white man. You understand? When you have Muslims and Christians at each other's throat on the continent of Africa and they both black, there's no white man involved in that. When you had blacks hit other blacks in the head, excuse me, and sell them to the white man, there was a white man involved in that, but only after the blacks hit your ass in the head. See, I'm looking at the crime. I'm looking at how the crime occurred. I'm looking at not just the participating criminals, because they were all criminals. And is the white man a savage, foul bastard? Yep. But that's the ones that's foul, savage bastards. How you just gonna make a blanket statement? That's the same nonsensical position that you complain about when people make it about you. When you get one individual who's an idiot and he does some idiot shit, and then they say, well, all you black people are, and y'all complain, wait a minute, that's just one person that did that. How are you going to say everybody? But then you turn right around and do the same thing. See, this is the rationale that I'm talking about. Wait a minute, hold up, time out. When we look at what a cracker is, right? And then you see white people from somewhere else, and you say, well, they don't act like crackers. That's because they not crackers. Simple. It's not complicated. That's like when you see somebody from Nigeria, and they are Muslim, and you happen to be a Christian. Do you run for your life and say, well, Nigerian Muslims kill Christians? Do you run? No, you don't run. Because you don't feel like you're a part of that conflict. So you don't think the other person is seeing you in that context. So you separate that. But you just throw this blanket out. White man is the devil. And you mean all of them, everywhere, anywhere. And I just want to point this out too, in closing. You same heartless, gutless, spineless cowards running around here talking about the white man is the devil be lusting after white women. So now the white man is the devil, but the white woman is okay? I don't take you Negroes seriously. I think y'all have a heart condition. I think that heart condition can be diagnosed as a bout of cowardice. This is your brother Larry. Take it how you take it. Just don't fake it.